Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below, we are talking about Venus energy. I like to say Venusian energy. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs, or the Afro-conditional science, by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. On tonight, I want to share with you guys a lot of the universal laws that I apply, and I say these things. I do not teach my personal beliefs or practices on my platform, but I do teach universal laws because, they are applicable to each and every one of us. I do realize that many of you guys that are trying to learn magic, you're trying to learn magic via books, and you're trying to learn magic through social media. I also encourage people, when it comes down to spirituality, to understand that magic is universal. It is energy, frequency, and vibration. And the things that I'm going to discuss tonight has a lot to do with people having a better understanding of how to bring in prosperity when it comes down to money. To all of you all, my platform is for church people that practice the ATRs, or the black arts, and also for those that have left the church and they still practice the ATR, but they have the church influence. This is going to be a very important live for many of you guys that are being notified that I'm live, because when it comes down to real Ache, real energy, frequency, and vibration, I have been doing magic since I was a child. I am 51 years old. I am going to be discussing some things, especially if you have ever taken my intermediate class, or you're taking my beginner's class, or advanced. The things that I share on my platform help every individual that desires for manifestation. Me personally, I have been doing this particular conjure a very, very long time, on dealing with people of various economic backgrounds, and I want to kind of tailor this to the mythology when it comes down to spirituality, when it comes down to finances. And I'm going to be talking about as above, so below, talking about Venus energy, and talking with Oshun on today. What's up there, Demetrius in the house? Demetrius Clark on Friday, y'all. Y'all know it's Friday now. You know the stuff that we be doing late night Friday. What's up there, Monique 444 Crab Cakes is in the house. Mama Susan, her birthday is going to be on Monday. Thank you so much for guys that have sent those cash apps to assist us with her birthday. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hold on just a minute. I forgot my phone. Just realized that. I got my Oshun over here, so I'm going to be dealing with that. Hold on. I was so busy trying to make sure I had everything up and had everything in position, I forgot the freaking phone. Thank you, Demetrius, for the super chat. Guys, if you do not realize that we are super chat, we are monetized platform. So if you have spare change, please hit that super chat on tonight. And if you have your Mafedi Fun Oshun that you received from me, this is gonna be a good night to pull her out. Now, the reason why I've been coming on and sharing the path of my Orishas is because I want you to know what type of energy that you have and what it is utilized. What's up there, my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? That is aphrodisiac. Yes. To all that you do not know, that's the only chocolate that melts in your mouth, not in your hand, okay? Just want you to know, 411. Godiva chocolate, that ain't that cheap chocolate. That's that rich chocolate. All right. So just we like clarity on my platform. But we're going to be talking about Oshun, and we're going to be talking about my path in Oshun. Oshun is also, was told by my Padrino, just like I acknowledge myself as a child of Oya, I have to also acknowledge my child as a child of Oshun. Those two Orishas are very heavy. Yemiya is my second mother in Ocha, but Oshun and Oya rule in my life very heavily. The house that I'm in now, when I first came to this house, Minister Mario, son of Ochochi, was with me. He can verify this. He's been living in Port St. Lucie far longer than I was when I moved here. And when I moved here, and before I got into this house, I came up to this house and there were peacocks that came to this house, walked single file line around this house. Now, I don't want to lie. I know it was at least 3 times. But those, and I haven't seen any peacocks. He said, what are peacocks doing out here? He said, they don't even, we get cranes out here. We don't get peacocks out here. And my church is also surrounded by peacocks. So Oshun is very heavy in my life and her energy. And so when a lot of you guys get products from me, and especially love work, I want you to know what type of energy I have when it comes down to Oshun. I was actually born on Friday. This is also a day of power for me as well. That's why I'm not only just sexual because of me having a rising sign of Pisces, but I'm very erotic when it comes down to sexual magic because I'm also a son of Oshun. And so therefore, and I was also born on today. Yeah, not only are spiritual, but peacocks are fighters. And that's what I want to share on tonight, because I want to share with many of you guys, because there's you'll see the thing. This is actually my personal Oshun, and I have some honey over here. But I want to talk about those that have my talisman. Now, my talisman, they're $300 in donation. Now, I need to explain it. I have been going, because to me, in order for people to truly benefit from what I do and how I do it, I want you to I want you to know what train you on. I need you to know what plane you on. I need you to understand the destination, so you can benefit off of the things that I am sharing and giving you solace when it comes to that. What's up there, Minister Al, my Aquarius? Thank you so much for joining us. So what's up, Julius, Thaddeus? So I share this for your benefit of those that have my talisman. Now, talisman draw energy in. Now, I want to talk about this to church people. I want to start with the church first. And I say this to encourage us, because this is Friday. It is as above, so below. This is Venus energy. This is about laws of attraction. This is about synchronicity. This is also about the 5-pointed star, which is the pentagram. This is also about your 5 senses. It is also about the number of grace, okay? Which is undeserved favor. So, and as T.D. Jakes would say, favor ain't fair. So, let me say this before I say anything. I was born with my gifts. I was born with my talents, because a lot of times when people listen to me, I want them to understand that I don't know no other life any other life than magic, spiritual life. I don't know how to function in this world without spirituality, because I've never had to. No, my talismans are not on my website. You can only get my talisman through Cash Apping. You would have to tell me which talisman you want. I have already did a teaching about my Ligua, but anytime you want, like my graveyard or anything special stuff, I don't put on my website. And I'm gonna explain why, because I said this before. If somebody can't maintain what's on my website, there's no sense of telling you about my other services. Or if those donation levels of donation bother you or cause you to have financial frustration, then any other type of work that I offer is really going to cause you to upchuck. You know what I'm saying? Cause your panties to be real tight. So I have 5 talisman that I have available. That's Oshun, Eligua, Ogun, Shango, Obatala, and my head Orisha, my Fedifun, Oya, Yanza, as some people say. But we're going to talk about my path tonight, because when I do love work for you, when I do craft work for you, when I do spell work for you, when I do prayer work, whatever you want to call it, when I go to the cemetery, I am still a child of Oshun. And I want us, first of all, to stop talking about we don't want love, okay? Now, I want sex, but I have to operate in the energy of love to get the things that I desire, okay? So this ain't about you trying to get married. This ain't about you trying to be with no man or woman, gay, straight, or bi. This is about understanding how energy flows in your life, how to keep sweetness in your life. Where, when you got Oshun in your life, it's very hard or near difficult for people to use a sour jar on you to spoil your life. You know what I'm saying? When people are doing hoodoo work or certain type of conjure working with, I ain't gonna lie because I've done it too, but vinegar or sour orange or any bitter fruit or any bitter herb or plant, This is the type of stuff that repels that type of working and prohibits a lot of that stuff from actually flourishing in your life. So being sweet has nothing to do with being, somebody say, well, you're full of sugar in your tank. Well, in some cases, you better have as much sugar in your tank as you can to keep people from souring your jar. Okay? So conjure is understanding duality. The opposite of sweetness is sour. So to be proficient in magic, you need to understand both aspects of that energy, that frequency, and vibration. And what's up, love? My Taurus in the house. Now, my subject tonight is you want to look like money instead of being money. Let me explain. When we grew up in the church, what's up, Boaz? My Pisces. My Boaz for real. My Pisces. Thank you. Much love. What's up, Tree-Runner Aries in the house? When we grew up in the church, this is no kick on no black church, but that is just the truth. You grow up faking it to make it. You come into church, you walk to church, but you look like the clothes you're wearing look like you belong in a Mercedes, a Volvo, or some type of a European car. I want us ethnic people to build ourselves to wealth, to build ourselves to success, build our energy, build our mindset, build our senses up to understanding that it is no victory to your loved ones. It's no victory to you to go around looking or perceiving. You know, this is why a lot of us black people get caught up in labels. We spend more money or our resources in labels and trying to look like we're successful, look like we got something, than actually having something. Can I say this again? Ma Fedi Funo Shun. In my life, I was taught it take money to make money. The people in my life actually had money. They weren't trying to look like they had money. A lot of times my grandmother was not dressed up. She had an apron on. She had what we call a muumuu dress on. But I promise you, she wasn't broke. You understand? I dressed up more than I had less money in my pocket. Well, I always dressed. My point, sir and ma'am, is even in the church, they're literally taught, sir and ma'am, to look like something other than what you. If you have any questions, all you have to do is hit super chat. If you want to be successful, you need to look like money. What that really does is teaches you how to deceive people that you are actually have acquired certain things, or you're in a position of having Finney, in position of having a Louis Vuitton. I've seen so many people walk around with name brand purses that they ain't even got $100 in their pocket. That ain't what I teach. That ain't what I believe in. That ain't what I conjure. I believe that when you understand your energy as a Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo, and you understand the arche to bring beauty into your life, what happens is that energy attracts true beauty. Not just inner beauty, just beautiful things, beautiful people, beautiful, the way that you do things in a beautiful way. If I, even as a wife beater, y'all see this right here? Even my wife beater got, you see that right there? What's up, Ryan? Much love to you, sir. I got skulls even in my life. Like, when you do stuff not only for yourself, but other people, you have to have a certain level of creativity. Oshun is about creativity, but beautifying things. You can live in the ghetto and got creativity, and you can beautify your apartment. You can beautify your children. You can beautify your husband. You can beautify your man, your woman. It don't matter. Beautify your dog. Beauty is everywhere. It can be manifested on anything. And so a lot of times we think that we have to come across to people as black people looking like more than what we got. You can go in there with a head rag on. If your credit right and your money right, you're going to still walk off with that BMW. You're going to still walk off with your with that Maserati. You dress up in a suit with bad credit. You dress up in a Versace business suit as a female. ain't got no income, ain't got bad credit. That ain't what we doing here. We're not interested in looking like money. We're interested in being money. Because once money does not look like what these people are doing, you got to attract. Money looks for beauty. Money, the Bible said money answers all things. You must look and walk in the answer that you're looking for. That's why all serious questions, definitely super chat. I do realize I appreciate these people coming in to help my algorithm anyway. I want us, whether you're working with Aphrodite or whether you're working with Mama Chola, I think we lose the real essence of this energy. Being a beautiful man, and beautiful in communication, being beautiful in how you address things, being artistic, having a beautiful smile, having beautiful legs, having a beautiful heart. All of these things cause manifestations to come into your life, because everything about us is not beautiful. Everything can be beautified. And through Oshun, as sweetening things, you can't, let me say it like this. You can't pour out honey, syrup, sweet things, sweet fruits in a bath and have a bitter attitude. Because at the end of the day, sir and ma'am, you are the magic. You are the Oshun. You are the essence of that beauty. And if you smell sweet, but you don't talk sweet, you smell sweet, but you don't maneuver in a beautiful way, huh? Your love making ain't beautiful. The things that you do, you don't understand. Oshun is so significant in our life, and her beauty that she brings to our life. This is why the Bible calls it beautiful ashes. The things that we have gone through, the Phoenix experience, the things that you are upset about, that you don't see the beauty in your trials, you don't see the beauty in your traumas, or the things that you're going through, the beauty in your scars. Kiara, am I saying it right? Kiara Clark, Karen Clark's daughter. She beautified her flaws. This is when your weaknesses become very beautiful in your life. Not that you're glorifying your weakness, that you start realizing that even in my weaknesses, these are how God presents and Divine Mother presents their strength in my life. The things that I don't understand, the Divine brings clarity. The weapons that are formed against me that don't prosper, it's a beautiful thing that when you walk and you operate in the divine energy and frequency and vibration, that you ain't always got to get out there and show your ass in order to get victory. Now, my particular Oshun, my particular path in Oshun is Oshun, Ibu, Aqua, I just pronounced it. Aquaro. I'm gonna get it. Oshun, Ebu, Aquaro. And it is the youngest Oshun. It is the most beautiful Oshun, and is also the path of the warrior. Now, when I say synchronicity, even people don't understand. I've said this over and over. It's ironic to some people, but it makes sense to me that my Oshun, me being born on the day of Friday, is synonymous to what I've been saying the whole time, that Venus is not only a love planet, but a war planet. And in my path, I have the Oshun with the most beauty, and I also have the Oshun that is the warrior. She is the only Oshun that does not wear a crown. But this is what got me. Well, about this particular Oshun, not only that she's the youngest, this is why I will always be youthful. I will always carry a youth, because my moon is in Aries. Aries carries a youthful, and everything about your Arche, everything about your Chi, everything about how you maneuver. Now, you have to perfect all this, because just finding your path and not being proficient, because like Paul said, you can run your race, but who hindered you? Just because you know your path or you are aware of your path does not mean that you are walking that path effectively. And what I want to teach on tonight, how to be effective when you do find out your path, when you find out your ancestors, when you find out your arche, how to be effective in that with universal laws. Okay? This Oshun also cares for the sick, cares for the helpless, and protection of the innocent. If anybody been around me, I always talk about how I hate and despise when people try to take advantage of the less fortunate. A lot of times you don't even know where that energy comes from, what triggers you when it comes down to your gift and your talent. But even in my Oshun, it makes sense to me that I walk this path, because a lot of times people try to take advantage of me when I care. Because I was telling my baby Scorpio, I can't work for everybody, because I have to actually have some type of affection and affinity for that individual. My gift works by love. So let me explain what I mean by that. In order to help you actually walk in your financial wealth, I have to care, and I have to want you to be above only and not beneath. I got to want you to be that God shall supply all of your needs. I was talking to my baby Scorpio, and I was telling her, a lot of us use the term and the titles of mother, father, brothers and sisters, but we really don't mean that. We'll say, hey, my brother, hey, my sister, hey, Padrina, but we really don't see each other as family. And because of that, when it's time for you to show up in that energy, you don't feel it's your responsibility to show up, because when you told that brother or that sister or that daughter or that son in your Ile that they were family, you really didn't mean that. You didn't really mean that. When I tell you I got it for you, I mean that. When I tell you that I'm doing certain things for you, I'm doing that, because my gift, when it comes down to people, it's about what God thinks about you, no matter what I think about you. It's about what Spirit wants to do in your life, no matter what my personal opinion. You can't really bring people to their level of prosperity unless you are comfortable with other people succeeding in life. And when you don't have love for yourself and your own prosperity, then how can you effectively work miracle signs, wonders for other people financially? Sister Monique told me, she said, Apostle, how are you able? I don't want to see people suffer. Even those with bad habits. Some of you guys are not good stewards of your inheritance. Some of you guys are basically you are the frog for the snake. When you get blessed, the snake come in with the cunning and crafting and take your possession, because you don't believe in protecting what God has blessed you with. Well, I believe that God blessing do make it rich and addeth no sorrow, but I also believe that you have a responsibility of protecting your finances. This is why even in my money incense, I still have protection and reversal in my money incense, because you have to protect. Let me just say, really sweet path. Oh, yeah. And this path allows me not only to be a fierce warrior, but to fight for the right things. I want y'all to really understand that. Because sometimes you can be out there fighting, but it's not for the right thing. It doesn't bring purpose in people's life, helping you become a better person. Sometimes I have to bring prosperity in certain people's lives, especially some members of my life, because you're going to mess up money. So I need you to have enough money that you don't ruin your mortgage. You don't ruin your car note. You don't ruin your ability to feed yourself or feed your family. Sometimes you have to have a better understanding of your clients and the people that God has placed in your life, so that they don't allow their weaknesses to trip them up. And this is why I said caring for sick. Minister Mario, when he was going through his thing, even his family did not even think he was that sick because of how I cared for him. Mother Susan was with me. People in the church he would come to church. They knew something was going on, but because of you can care for somebody in such a way that it covers them to a point that people don't even understand the degree of what they're going through. I'm going to say this again. Even when he came into the church, even when he was going to dialysis, I made sure that he was always looking good. I made sure he was feeling good. When he was not feeling good in his body, I made sure that he was feeling good within his soul. Because I understood that by him being a Capricorn, it matters how he was in their sickness, but understanding their mentality and their emotional state and what they need to be able to pull through. Y'all, is anybody hearing me on today? You can't just pray for people. You got to understand the people you praying for. You can't just fight for people. You got to understand the call by which you fight. You need to understand that when they're going through certain things mentally and emotionally, and I had my baby Scorpio, I said, I don't really care for texting because sometimes communication can be lost in texting. So she's been a ardent supporter of Chief Apostle Samuel Eugene. So I said, no, I'm going to call her because I was on the way to work. I said, you got time to talk. So we ended up talking. So I let her talk to me like she's talking to her dad. And I talked to her like she was my daughter. And I say this to y'all, even me ministering to her, she did not need Chief Apostle. She needed me to father her. You understand? There's aspects of my being that I care for people. That even though I'm in a rush and I got to go to work, I took out time to comfort her, to get her back in alignment, to make sure she was okay and that she was seeing clearly. Because she got the goods. She got the heart, but she don't have the experience. And so then I told her, I said, listen, I gave her some insight and I shared see, when you care about people, you don't mind putting yourself out there. Because I wanted her to know I ain't always been where I was. I ain't always been emotionally and mentally mature. You understand? Because when comfort is necessary, sometimes you need to let your children know I've been there and done that. But what I'm going to do is try to help you get through that process with less scars, with less confusion, with less trauma as I can. You understand? Because love is not just words, it's an action. Because sometimes it's not about money. I'm going to say this again. Sometimes people need you to be there for them in places and spaces that they can't always pay for. But if you've shown yourself to me and shown that you really care about who I am as a person, I'm going to show up for you. I'm going to say this again. When love is in operation and you see a baby, because that's what she is to me, and she's going through something, and I told her, I said, listen here, sometimes my father wasn't in my life like that. But I done showed up as a father in many people's life. You understand? Some of you guys right now could never be what God will call you to be because you're so busy trying to look like something instead of being what it is. And I remember the day that I was upset with my biological father. And the Spirit of the Lord spoke to me. He said, that which you seeking, become. Oh, y'all ain't hear me. He said, that which you are seeking, become. And I have becoming a father. Oh, whether through conjure, whether through economics, whether through intellect, through trial, tribulation. But that energy of being a father has caused me to help so many people. I have went to war for people because I fathered them and I saw them as my son. I saw them as my daughter. I have godchildren that I have been there before they were even born. I prophesied while they were yet in the womb. And my heart, when I see them go through things and their family show their ass on me, whatever. But I have a soft space in my heart for them. because what I had and have for them was real. It was sweet like the sweet of the honeycomb. It was the nectar. It was a gold. Because this is what I want to say this. When people hear that you care, a lot of us in our church mind think that's somebody to manipulate, that's somebody to use, that's somebody to take advantage of. I am far from being a person to be taken advantage of. But I'm soft enough for you to rest and comfort in my bosom. I'm soft enough, male or female, if you need me. I remember the time that Minister Mario was going through, and he said, Apostle, I just need you to hug me. I need you to hold me. And I ain't never been no touchy-feely person like that. And I would just hold him. And that gave him comfort. I didn't pray for him. He said, your energy, he's like, your energy, it just gives me peace. And sometimes they don't want me to pull out the sword. Sometimes people just need to hear my voice. I've had people say, you know what? I just need to hear your voice. It comforts me. These are the aspects of Oshun, of just showing up and bringing solace and bringing comfort. And as the Bible says, leading people by the still water, the river of living water. It's a certain flow that I have at certain times. Mother Susan called me her apple dumpling. I said, lady, I'm not nobody's apple dumpling. I'm a menace at times. She said, no. She said, I watch how you cared. She said, I don't care how many wars you get in. I don't care how many people may fall by your side. She said, I saw an aspect of you taking care of Minister Mario, son of Achosi. She didn't say all that part. She said Minister Mario. She said, I took you as a son, and she said, I took Minister Mario as a son. And she said, I watched how you cared for that man. He wanted for nothing. Now, I want y'all to know, I've just been studying my path recently. I just looked at the alignment of how when I take care of somebody, how I care for somebody, I always think about if that was me. How would I? And I said, no matter what he went through, I never wanted him to lose his dignity. I didn't care what he was up against. You're going to look good, you're going to smell good, and you're going to always have your dignity. And I never wanted him to feel like a burden. Because that's one of the, he's a Capricorn. He said, I don't want to be a burden. I know this is a lot. No. I said, no. I said, because there's one thing about me. If I'm going to rock with you, I don't care if it's your finances. I don't care if it's your health. I don't care if it's relation, whatever it is. I'm going to come up with a strategy. I'm going to go to the divine, and I'm going to come up with a strategy in order what we need to flow in. All I need you to do is help me. Because you got to be able to help yourself for me to help you. You can't be sitting there talking about, oh, I'm going to sit back and let Apostle Ely handle it. No. I'm going to assist you in bringing beauty into your life. I'm going to assist you in. And so not only was his life beautiful, because even when he was going through what he was going through, we went everywhere. He wouldn't let me go get my hair cut by myself. He like, I'm going to. He put his shades on, get Mother Susan, get my shoes. His whole, even everything that he went through. He still went out to hibachi. He still went to restaurants. He still drunk his wine. He liked it black and mild, the wine flavor. When you carry Oshun, and when you have my Oshun, what is going to happen is you're going to find that this energy, this flow is about protecting you, but also caring for you. Some of you guys say that you did, somebody asked me, it's like, what do you use on your skin? It's like, you have beautiful skin. Your skin's soft, your skin's soft. Now, you understand something. When somebody tells me about how soft and silky, I have a manual labor job. I pick up boxes, I up and down stairs. But if I touch you right now, if I rub you in the back of your neck right now, if I took my fingers and rubbed in the back of your spine and rub up and down your lower part of your back, no calluses. I have very smooth skin, and I have very milky skin. And it has a lot to do with how I take care of myself. I'm a male. I'm 51 years old. I take good care of myself, and therefore, sir, ma'am, I know how to take care of my clients. I know how to take care of the people that are. I told Mother Susan, I said, listen, for your birthday, I'm gonna get you drunker than Cooter Brown. I'm the pastor of the church. I can do that. She the mother of the church. Don't judge us. I want her to have a beautiful life. I want the people around me. I get upset with people in my life, around my life, because I know their life could be a lot more beautiful than what it is. And because of the choices that they're making their life ugly. They're making their life unappealing. You could actually walk in the wealth that God has for you if you would listen. You would take the wisdom that I give. I come in there. I bring color. I bring finesse. Like my son told me. He said, Dad. He said, I watch these other Santeria. He don't call it Santeria. He said these other people in this religion, and he said you make it look regal. You bring, like, he said, Dad, your swag, that's what he said, your swag is mad. Like, you have mad swag. And so, a lot of time people are upset with me because I love my Padrino because he's a Libra. He's ruled by Venus. And he does everything with beauty. I love that Arche. Minister Mario rising sign was Libra. He had a certain way that he presented himself. He had a certain way he did things. All I'm trying to tell you guys, if you want to look like money, if you want to look like prosperity, you must understand the energy. And you must become. You can't always be out here seeking out something. You can't look at money the way other people look at money. You can't look at prosperity and things like that. It is not about the wig that's on your head. It's not about and it's so sad that some of these guys out here working out, they got beautiful bodies, but the inside, they don't feel that way. Some of these women out here spending all this money to look beautiful, but they don't feel beautiful on the inside. With my caring for the helpless, it's a beautiful thing. If you want something out of life, I'll rock with you. If you don't want nothing out of life, I don't have time for that. My lives are for grown people. My energy, my Ache, my Orisha, anything like that. Every one of these are Orisha, these paths has a lot to do with me being a warrior and also fighting for those that have been taken advantage of. Right now I'm going through a case with my own investment property with the course and with this other company. And they called me the day and it's like, well, are you planning on? I said, it's my property. I said, I plan on keeping it. And let me tell y'all something. I will fight them till I don't have nothing else to fight about. When I go to war for you, I don't care if the judge give you a sentence. See, I don't pray for people just up until the situation. I pray through the situation. I'm going to say this again. I don't pray up until the situation. Even if the judge gives a verdict that I am not in agreement with, I don't start praying about my situation because I believe that God works in my behalf and in my favor. And I believe that God is going to give me the desire of my heart. So therefore, no matter what the judge, because I told him if I got to take this to the Supreme Court, if I got to take this to the, it don't bother me. I don't know how far, because that house don't mean nothing to you because you ain't, I told the man, I said, you didn't work for that. I did. It was supposed to be an inheritance. But it has become something I have paid for. Ryan said, I do want to. I know that's right. Let me tell y'all something. Ask anybody around me. I don't care how simple the situation is. I'm always going to beautify. I'm going to always fight. I'm trying to encourage people on today. If you're going to get with me and you're going to get my Orishas, understanding the energy. We're not just getting knowledge to be able to say, I know. We're not just getting wisdom just to say, I have insight. We're not just getting understanding to say, I have clarity. We apply this. We make our life beautiful. We make our life interesting. We turn heads here. Some of y'all turn heads better than others. And we want to bless God for y'all. But it's a beautiful thing to be a beautiful man and be a beautiful woman, especially a melanated man. It's a beautiful thing that I am in the church, in the African American church in the United States of America, and that I am practicing openly the ATRs, but I am doing it with dignity, I am doing it with class, and I am doing it with pizzazz. You understand? I am bringing the pressure. I am allowing people to see how beautiful voodoo is. I am letting people see how beautiful root work is and conduit, what it is to be able to articulate and I'll be able to express your energy and frequency and vibration, whether you are a fixed sign, cardinal sign, or mutable sign. Being able to understand that my arche is important, and I am here to be a part of this body, or be a part of this collective. It's a beautiful thing when we all get together. I love how you guys interact on my platform. It's beautiful to me. Huh? When y'all admit the truth, I love it. It's beautiful. When you correct your behavior, it's a beautiful thing. It is not about just making money. It's what you do with your money that makes it beautiful. It's who you fight for when it comes to money. It's who you stand up, who you support. That's what makes it what beauty come for. That's when somebody respects your dollar. See, everybody that got money, it ain't beautiful. Some people do some ugly stuff with money. Some people take advantage of people because they have money. Me, sir, I'm always blessing people. I like to put a smile on people. I like to give people what they say they want. This is why it's very important to me, especially if you're a man. Don't ego trip with me. Tell me what you want, and let's go. Let's move in that direction. You don't have to put on no airs with me. I don't care for that. If you're a woman, you want something, be honest with me. So therefore, we can come up with a realistic strategy, and I'll be straight up honest with you. Yeah, we'll go for this. I have helped people get stuff that I told them that's not good for you. Your Egun say that's not good for you. But what's so beautiful about me? I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. If you want to know what's beautiful about me, my classes. I have classes on my website. I don't have my glasses on. Let me tell y'all something. I come on my platform, no matter what I'm going through, no matter what I'm dealing with, and no matter what my particular state of mind sometimes is, and you guys watch me flow. You watch me do what God called me to do. You watch me stand up for the Eguns. You watch me exhort men and women other than myself. You watch me show love. You watch me educate people. You watch me change people's lives. You watch me make people believe in themselves. Like you, this is a beautiful thing. And guess what, y'all? With no lies, no conning, no gimmicks, no tricks, none of that. Just raw teaching, reality with some comedy. But at the end of the day, it's raw and it's real. That's a beautiful thing. I don't have to put on no image. I don't have to put on no front. I don't have to be more than what I am. I don't also have to be less than what I am. Because that's also beautiful. Because what's not good is when you have to decrease yourself for people to accept you. I was telling Bo, man, we had these conversations before. I don't want nobody. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're straight. You're not. The beautiful thing about your life, you don't have to be tolerated nowhere. I got to sit back in my Oshun energy. I'm going to say that again. What the purpose of the divine bringing you here in this particular timeline? I used to teach Minister Marta. I like, why you let them talk to you like that? I don't give a damn what nobody think about me. The beauty of it is I care about what I think about me. And I might be too much for you, but I'm just enough for somebody else. I want you to be good with you. I don't want you out here got to enunciate what you do in your bed chamber because that's how you get down. That ain't nobody business but the people you get down with. I don't understand the beauty of being who you are is that you don't have to make somebody else feel comfortable about your existence. About how you choose to show up in life. The beautiful thing about being grown, you have a right to choose. The beautiful thing about it, you have a right to do better. When you know better, you can do better. You have a right to, you know what, Apostle Ely, I can't afford you. Apostle Ely, you too much for me. Maybe next year. That's a beautiful thing. You know what's so beautiful thing? I don't own you. All flesh belongs to God. I do not own you. The beautiful thing is we can respect one another and grow in this beautiful Garden of Eden. Somebody done send a cash app. Y'all know how to get my attention. I seen I went to tapping too fast. When we burn money instant tonight, and anybody that wasn't here last night, Mother Susan's birthday is actually on Monday, but we're going to celebrate it on Sunday. So if you want to donate, make sure, y'all know how I do it. Make sure you put Mother Susan's name in there, okay? Because I'm just being straight up with you. But some of you guys already got a chance to be a blessing to her for her birthday. But I'm intending to get her drunken and coup de brown. For the Lord, of course. It's a beautiful thing to live your life in whatever age you in and whatever stage you in. But you got to be rooted and grounded in yourself. And you got to be around people that love you for you. This is what some of y'all missing about the beauty of Oshun. Your inner beauty is to people loving you. Not what you can do for them. Not what they can get from you, but they actually love you. So when you can't do, when Minister Mario got to the point where he could not do for me the things that he used to do for me, it did not change my love for him and it did not change my respect for him. I'm going to say this again. When Minister Mario, son of Achosi, got to the place where he physically could not do the things for me that he was doing for me before, not only did I not change how I treated him, I did not change how I handled him. I want to talk to grown people. He went from driving me everywhere to I was driving him everywhere. He went from making sure I ate to I went to making sure he ate. This is what we talk about reciprocity. This is the beauty of you. When you help somebody else, you really helping yourself. See, when you understand real energy, and the beauty of that energy is every time you think you uplifting your brother, you really uplifting yourself. Everybody that supported Minister Mario, his crowning, supporting me in my crowning, supporting my platform, sir and ma'am, all you really doing is causing that energy to come back into your life. And you're just doing it with a vessel that carries a very strong arche. But at the end of the day, energy out, energy in. And as you, whether you call it small or great or whatever you do, the point is you're never going to lose because you're pouring into an energy that's authentic, that is real, that loves, that truly cares. And let me say this to all the grown people. Let's stop this shiggity out here. When you love people, you're going to get hurt. All this talking about you don't want to get hurt, let's cut that shit. Let's cut that. People that you love are going to hurt you. They're going to disappoint you. But that's why the Bible says, the Bible says, love covers a multitude of faults and alls. See, some of y'all don't think I love y'all because I put some distance between me and your ass. I'm going to say that again. Some of y'all don't think I love y'all no more because I put some distance because you were pulling some shenanigans. So I ain't want to kick your ass in the next century. So I put some distance because I got wisdom. And I want to remain, I want to still have a relationship with you. But I realize that you're not responsible for the assets that you had to me. So I had to put some distance between us. Don't mean that's what they say, love them with a long handle spoon. I'm here to get you to grow. I'm not here to change who you are. I'm helping you to become who you were supposed to be. I'm not interested in what other people think about you. I'm not interested in what your family thinks about you. That's between you and your God. When I'm working with you, I am only looking into your life and seeing what you are supposed to become. And that's my only concern. All those other issues, those are things that you struggle with. Those are the things that you allow and disallow. You're grown. Only time I'm going to hold your hand is when I'm trying to lead your hand to this pipe. Other than that, I don't need to hold your hand. Because if you let me hold your hand, I'm going to direct your hand to where it's going to bless my soul. You got to watch me. I hold your hand too long. Unless you're a child, or you my godchild. Other than that, you grown. You want me to hold your hand, I'm going to take your hand to the valley. Praise God. So, I have my old shoe. Now, these are the coconuts Padrino gave me. I have on here coconut. So, we throw Obi to this. So, I hope tonight that you understand what it means to be money, become, what you supporting, what you investing in, what you working with, what you understanding. When I pray for you, when I do work for you, what type of energy, where my mindset is, what it is that you can actually grow in your development, what it is to make your life beautiful. Let me tell y'all something. The saddest thing to me in the world is to have a beautiful church and not have beautiful saints. The saddest thing to me is to have a beautiful altar, but you don't have a beautiful relationship with what's on the altar. The saddest thing to me is that you have a beautiful home, but you don't have a beautiful relationship marriage. I don't want you out here trying to beautify things to make it look beautiful. I want you to actually experience life and the beauty of life. And yes, it takes work. Yes, it takes sacrifice, but it also takes maturity. People are going to disappoint you, and they still love you. People are not going to be able to be there every single time you turn around, but they still love you and support you. The beauty of it is that God got a cattle on 1,000 hills. The beauty of it is that God got other brothers and other sisters, because you might not be able to rock with me today, but God got somebody else that's going to rock with me there. But you'll be there tomorrow, and you still support Apostle Ely. Every time you show up, you may not show up every single time, but don't mean you ain't out there supporting Chief Apostle Ely, because some of y'all send clients to me. So some of y'all ain't even been on my live and was sending cash out. I had one of my sons. And he called me up. He said he called me apostle. He called me pastor. He said, Pastor. He said, did my household help with your crowning? So I was like, I don't want to lie. They gave some money, but not for that. And he said, this is the beauty of it. Because when you the head of household, you need to ask questions. And his love of concern, he said, Pastor, I apologize. I said, well, he said, no, I apologize. That's the beauty of stuff. Even when you fall short, making restitution. Some of y'all ruin relationships just because you don't want to apologize. Some of y'all burn down bridges because you just won't admit you wrong, or you did something that you really didn't have to do. Like some of the beautiful things that you could have been experiencing had absolutely nothing to do with witchcraft and sorcery. You didn't see the beauty in saying, I'm sorry. You didn't see the beauty of, it wasn't my turn. I spoke out of turn. I spoke out of place. It was none of my business. I went too far. I was selfish. I should have been there. I could have been there. And you know I could have been there. But I wasn't. I'm going to do better. That's all. Sometimes, stop trying to. It's too many elephants in the room that shouldn't be in the room. And it's simply because you don't see the beauty of acknowledging you fell short. When the Bible says all have fallen short of the glory of God. Why you keep, even Chief Apostle, what I tell y'all, if I fall short, if I'm behind, I'm a king at making up. I don't care if you're a man or woman. I'm gonna put a smile on your face. If I frustrate you in one area, I'm gonna make you so happy in another area, because life is about balance. You're not gonna always be 1,100 with nobody. I don't care who you are. The beauty of it that you always have an opportunity to get stuff right. You always have an opportunity, instead of just trying to force somebody to be with you, is reconcile and utilize sweetness, not the sweetness here. Kind words. The Bible says a kind word will turn away wrath. Huh? Some of the sweet nuts that I have whispered in people's ears to get them to do stuff that they would normally not do. Sweetness have blessed my soul, y'all. Sweetness have caused me to have orgasm that I did not deserve. Oh my God, on today. But I knew how to talk. I knew how to communicate. I knew how to give them that sweetness so they can give me their sweetness. I want the nectar. Some of y'all keep going through like you missing the nectar from the plant. The nectar from life. The nectar from the womb of the body. You have never experienced the sweetness in that man, the sweetness in that woman, the sweetness in your job, the sweetness in your business, the sweetness of your gift. It's sad. You make everything bitter. You make everything ugly. When I take my magic, I create beauty. I use my wisdom to create beauty. I use my knowledge to create beauty. I use my platform to show beauty and to encourage melanated people. You can be ugly and still beautiful. Because I don't believe in telling people they're beautiful. If Leah can be tender-eyed, you can be tender-eyed. Now, if you're a beautiful man or a beautiful woman, I give you that too. If you're fine, you're fine. If you ain't, you ain't. You're not needed, but you can be beautiful. And stop putting on beautiful things and telling people you're beautiful. That bracelet is beautiful. That hat is beautiful. Them ilekes around your neck are gorgeous. But right up in here, aight. The hair, flawless. The face, flawed. You can't get better. And you can't perfect what you got when you're lying to yourself. True beauty is also acknowledging where you need improvement. Huh? Sir, if you want a woman to go downtown, shave your nuts. Groom yourself. Nobody's interested in hairballs. It's already enough to got to deal with your sack. Huh? If she got to go downtown, make it beautiful. Huh? I want them to get valet parking when they go downtown. I want them to, oh my God, you smell so good. Continue. If you want my testimony, it takes more than just doing spell work. You have to smell good. You have to look good. You have to be good about yourself. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It's your energy. He apologized for getting caught. He apologized for getting caught. Get caught for what? I ain't never got caught. Apologize for what? See, I know you don't know me and you ain't spiritual. Because I'm the type of Negro, I likes to almost get caught. Because I have plenty of sex in the outside world. Praise God. Praise God. I've been married twice. And I done screwed every last one on my side. Praise God. We in the garden of life. On the side of the road. A happy wife. It's a happy life. I make it beautiful. I made 95 beautiful. I made US 1 beautiful. I made that back seat beautiful. Huh? I told her, I said, stick your head out the window. And leave your ass in here. I got that part. I make it beautiful. I make the experiences beautiful. Let me see here, because I forgot something. Thank you, Demetrius. I got you. I'm going to burn love incense for Demetrius, but I'm going to mix my love incense with money because you want love to fight for you. You want your money to answer for you. I'm going to say that again. You want your love to fight for you, and you want your money to answer for you. I want y'all to type that in there. Love gonna fight for me, and money gonna answer for me. That's what we doing tonight. That's our contract. Love is going to fight for me, and money is going to answer for me. We're gonna start that off with Demetrius. Somebody type that one. Love is going to fight for me, and money is going to answer for me. Those are going to be our stream of thought for conjure on tonight. But with this, with Oshun, the youngest and most beautiful. Thank you, Monique. There y'all go. Love is going to fight for me, and money is going to answer for me. We declare it. We're going to put it all over social media. Thank you, Lord. Felt that. Ooh, that came right up my back. Shamari, type in love is going to fight for me, and money is going to answer for me. It's okay, baby. Just go ahead and type that in there. We doing our affirmation right now. This is our conjure. Everybody here present. Love is going to fight for me, and money is going to answer for me. That's the manifestation too. We got the love incense and the money incense burning. Oshun will fight. Darius. Oh, Ryan. I got you, Ryan. Oh, my baby Scorpio. Thank you, my baby Scorpio. I just saw that. Ryan, I got you tonight. I got you with love. Hold on. I don't want y'all to see my business, but I'm going to be on vacation soon. It won't be this week, but next week. I had to put some more love incense in here. We've been working that conjure. And let me tell y'all something. If you're going to work with honey, understand how honey works. You don't want nobody sticking to you that don't got no love for you. Some of y'all just need to have sex with people and go about y'all business. Don't use honey or honey jar on somebody that ain't good for you, because that's why it's hard to break, because honey is sticky and you'll make somebody stick to you that don't have your best interest at heart. If you're not here, that's right, that is. That's right. Everybody at time, love is going to fight for me, and love and money is going to answer for me. Now I'm going to get Ryan. Love incense for Ryan. And then money. Mix those two together. This is the combination you want to use tonight. While it's burning, you got to quote, speak that out there. Remember, everything is Ache. Everything is Ache. Everything is Ache. I'm giving Ache, you giving Ache manifestation, okay? Oshun right here. I normally have Oshun in the room over there. I actually got two Oshuns. I have Minister Mario's Oshun in that room over there, and then my Oshun is be over here. But I got my Oshun here in the midst of this ceremony tonight. So she here to not only fight for us, but she also here to cure and care for the sick. They're gonna my Karen O'Brien. Let me tell y'all something about. Let me tell you about Karen O'Brien. Karen O'Brien is a Gemini. She's a pretty woman. She's an older woman. She's a smart woman. But I love how she talked to me. I love how she cared. Like, she been rocking with me for a long, long time. Like, some of y'all should be in the background. Like, they be on it no matter what. And I appreciate her. Her Oba. I love the way she handles me. I love how she supports what we do here. But I love how, like, personally, how she talks to me and engages with me and supports me, and like how she trusts me with her loved ones and stuff like that. I'm telling y'all that this is such a beautiful thing, because a lot of times people don't know how to work well with other people, and so for her Oba, her Padrino, to trust me with her, like, this is like, some of you guys work with other people, and I've had people, other spiritualists, send people to me and say, listen, I need you to go and deal with Apostle Ely, because this right here is above my head. Apostle Ely can handle that for you. I do what I'm supposed to do for them, send them right on back. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It ain't got to be complicated. It ain't got. If you want to come in here and learn from me, and you a worker yourself, and you want to learn certain things from me so you can become a more proficient worker, I don't have no problem. Because guess what? There's a plenty. It's always something. It's always going to be work. As long as man exists, they born under trouble. So it's going to always be plenty of work. You ain't got to sideswipe me. I ain't got to. It can work. I just want a lot of people to stop doing honey spells, because you don't understand honey. And you don't understand everybody the energy that's behind honey. And you can also slow down your progress messing with honey and molasses. See, if you want to work with honey and molasses when it comes to money work, then you want to work with that like for a savings account or building up something over a long period of time. But when you work in other stuff, you need to work with my stuff, because you want stuff to be snapping and popping. You want clientele to snap and pop. And then if you got a business, then you want to do better business, money, and love. Be better at business. Some of you hoes need better clients. You wouldn't have to trick so much if you had a better paying client. You done sucked 57 dicks and you ain't got $57. Get one client, make $1,500, your jaws are saved, you'll last longer. I ain't here to tell you how to live your life. I don't think it's profitable the way you're doing stuff. I want you to be profitable. I don't want you looking for the cheap way or nothing. If you want to learn it the correct way and make sure that what you put out there is effective, then that's what you do. Yes, sir. I have for my Oshun, I have an orange liquor, because y'all know we use oranges for Oshun, but I literally have an orange liquor. Hold on. And this is only for y'all that got graveyard work. This is for those that help supported my crowning. This is for my platform. This is my Patreon. This is if any of my church members that support me, this for y'all. To all y'all hoes that gave me good head, it's for y'all too. Woo! Whew. This is the liquor that I use for my Oshun. This is the liquor that I use for my Oshun. And the other Oshun. This is the liquor I use. This one right here. I got... I end up swallowing some of it. Ah. Yeah, she said, taste that too. But I'm going to be teaching different things on my platform tomorrow. And it's just to help us prosper and be in the vibration and frequency. I got, Karen O'Brien, I got your Bayberry candle. It won't be... I have to work this week, but the following week I'll be on vacation, so I got to go back to Miami and restock on everything that I haven't been able to go get because I've been working every single day, so I haven't had a chance to get off. But we all feed our Arisha differently, but I feed my Arisha, I feed her very differently because she's a warrior. But I use I had gave her 5 oranges, but I use that liquor to spray her, and so that's how I get down. All right. I almost said all hearts and minds clear. I thought I was in church. If you have your Oshun talisman, hold your talisman in your hand and repeat, love shall fight for me and money shall answer all things. And you do that, Oshun's number is 5. You repeat that 5 times. If you have your Oshun, repeat that 5 times. If you don't have Oshun and you burn the incense, same concept. But the Oshun is here, so it's gonna work. It's Friday, y'all. And thank you guys so much for being such a blessing. I got so much to catch up on and get done. It just, my baby Scorpio, I'm like Papa Smurf to the Smurfs. Like I thank y'all for trusting me. Like some of you guys like trust me with some very, very private personal business. I really appreciate that. And I want to say, because it's Friday night, to all of my sex workers, get with my Oshun. I want you to have early retirement, because y'all out here eating ass and doing all this other stuff, and your health is failing and you ain't making no money. Something wrong. Get my Oshun, working with my Sister Good Pussy, or if you're a man, Sweet Dick Willie, and get yourself together. That's our chain. I've been working this conjure for the last couple of days. There's gonna be some crazy breakthroughs. All I gotta tell you. And let me say this: I'm first partaker. I did a Sweet Dick Willie on my own self, cause I knew it was gonna work anyway. Now I ain't gonna say you gonna be doing the stuff I do, cause I'm a freak. But in your own capacity and what you do, praise God unto thee. You might not eat groceries, I do. I will eat you out of house and home, and out the neighborhood, depending on if I was on vacation. That's why my skin's so pretty. The nectar. All right, I done said enough. Yeah, Demetri says Oshun. Yeah, especially my Oshun, like Oshun period. But because this is the type of path that I'm on with Oshun, like men, a lot of men need to work with Oshun for women. A lot of gay men need to work with Oshun for men. A lot of you think you a man and wonder why you having a relationship problem. You need to ask Oshun to help soften you up and beautify your feminine ways and your feminine traits. You wonder why your man keep turning you around and beating you from the back? Because you act like a dude. You wonder why your man having anal sex with you? Because you act like a dude. Beautify your femininity. Stop trying to be a dude. Thank God for your clitoris and your ovaries. And leave the testicles and the phallus to us. Gay, straight, or bi. Right there, mama? Let me see. Oshun, Ibu, Aquaro. Aquaro. Yay, I did it. Aquaro. Aquaro. Ebo Aquaro. That's my path. Ebo Aquaro. I said it. Ebo Aquaro. All right. But that's the Oshun that I'll be working with many of y'all working. I'm gonna be placing her in the church Sunday. I'm taking her to the church. And and we Obatala Ayaguna, we got his crown. His crown came to the tree, took it to the church. So his crown is at the church. And so therefore we got his crown. So each one of my paths, I'm getting my Orishas, and to represent my path, I'm getting all that stuff taken care of. And I told y'all this is a costly path. So if you into this, you already know. But if you ain't, I'm just letting you know, it do cost to venerate these Orishas. It ain't nothing cheap. Alright, I'm done. Much love to y'all. I'll see y'all later. God bless.